All right. All right. Here's my little Phaseplant Granulator tutorial. Muira, hope you like it. So, this is why I love it so much. In my experience, I have some experience with like Quanta and then FL's version of a granulator. Quanta is nice. You can get some really nice pads and some cool feels. I don't like how the grain shape is just so binary. I mean, you have more options, but it's like it has to either be this or that, you know? This oscillator is nice, but it's not very usable. Noise, that's cool. And all these knobs are awesome because you can randomize it. That's pretty cool. And of course, you can get into like this LFO stuff. So you can get pretty in depth, although it can get kind of confusing, especially when it's like you're dealing with this, and then also this, and there's just so much. So let me start explaining. Let me start explaining Granulator. So this is just default Phaseplant right here. So I'm gonna put a Granulator in here. So right here is where you drop a sample, or you can load a sample up from here. I didn't really prepare very well for this, so I don't have a specific sample, but let me just get something from my own vault of samples here. Let's go. I want something that's got some length on it, you know. So I'm gonna do this one. That's too okay. Yeah, I should have. Okay, actually, I take it back. Well, another nice thing about this is that yeah, there we go. Is that you can easily navigate all your samples. Like these are all my sound packs, so I can like easily just like boom, 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 pick that. And now I just lost my sample. Oh boy. I hope you have some time because this might take a while. All right, back to back to what I was talking about. So let me let you hear just what this sound normally is, so you get a good sense. And I'm playing in. It's not playing. There we go. So that's what the sound normally is, right? So let's go back to default settings. So you can see this white line, that's your scrubber. That's where you're gonna start the grains. That's where the sample starts. So that's pretty basic, right? So I really like this visualizer here because it's a lot better than what Quanta does. If you're familiar with Quanta, like if you just drag a sample in, you just have like lines and you're like, okay, that's cool, but this is a bit more in depth. I wish it was bigger, but yeah, it's a bit more in depth. So let's just go down the line here. So this is going to be your grain envelope. It essentially acts like in Quanta, it acts like this, the grain shape. And it also acts as like the length, because you can see the highlighted part of the sample is what it's able to play. So if I increase it, I just have one grain here. If I decrease it, nice. And then of course you can move all of these, like the attack. You can't do too much, but you can bend these around, make it nice. I don't want that. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay, so that's cool. This is pitch tracking with note. You can take it off if you're going crazy. I always leave it on though. Don't really worry about that. So let's get into the grains, because this is where it kind of sets itself apart. So default's 250 milliseconds. So here's one grain, right? But we can go all the way up. We can just go all the way up to 30 grains. And then you'll also have options for that. You can do sync, so it can literally sync with the BPM of your project, which is nice. So this is 4/16 at 120 BPM, and I can increase the BPM and it tracks it. So that's really cool. And then also rate. You can go crazy with rate. You can increase it by an insane amount. Yeah, sorry for that ear rape there, but I always stick with density. It's just feels just what I like doing. And so here, this has to do with the playhead, where like the scrubber. I call it the scrubber, but I guess it's the playhead. So right now it's playing left to right, starting at the playhead. But you can switch it to like I like to call it area mode. So you can see in the highlighted area, if I increase the length. Yeah, there we go. So now it's just starting right here, and it always starts from the left, so it's starting at the beginning of the highlighted, so that's cool. I kind of like to stick like right there for now. All right, keeping going down the line, you may be thinking like, what are these toggles right here? So if you listen closely, the default mode, there's like a start to it, so it like the grains hit slow and then they go to their regular pace, like like there's kind of an envelope there. But if you hit warm start, it's just steady. I go with warm start all the time. Okay, so now one key feature that Granulator has that others don't is this button, align phases. And it's important because what this essentially does, the way I understand it, is it literally just aligns phases. So it takes the grains and aligns the waveforms. So the sound can stay more in key. So I'm playing it's a C sample and I'm playing a C3. So at one grain, you can tell that's a C, right? But when you increase it, you see right there, it starts to go up. You can hear that tonality increase. You turn this on though, it's gonna dampen that. It's not gonna fix it 100%, but it does a lot to keep it in key. Yeah, so that's really nice, especially when you're making like big pads using granulation. It's huge. So now let's go down to these things down here. We got position, timing, pitch, level, pan, and reverse. This essentially acts like the quanta randomization knobs. So like these, because like you got position, length, number of grains. That doesn't really have to apply to that as much, but like tune, like if you put this on, it's gonna randomize the pitch of it. So let's go back in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm making a pad out of a pad. So maybe I'll stick to something else. Maybe, oh, here's my voice. Okay, that's decent. So I'm gonna bring the grain envelope to like 130, right? And then I'm gonna take the grains and I'm gonna go up to like 9. Okay, that seems a bit strange. What my goal is for this is to find an exact tone. So that's nice right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the percentage of variation in the position. The position means where it starts from the playhead, where the grains start. So that's already sounding better. Timing is like how long and how short the grain envelope is up here. Can be kind of hard to tell sometimes. Pitch, that's already explained it. Not that useful. Level though is nice because it randomizes the level of each grain. Panning, this is huge. You can randomize the pan of each grain. See, like, oh, that does so much for the sound. Like this, that's just kind of, it's too much stasis. It's not really moving, but you randomize this, and it's huge. Now reverse. This is cool too because you can do a percentage of the total grains that will be reversed. So 0% reversed, 100% reversed. And this maybe isn't even the best sample to do this for, but yeah, I need to find something better here. I really want to just take like a whole song. Oh, here we go, master tracks. So I'm just gonna pick a random song here. Screw it, I'll pick Quanta because I'm dogging on Quanta right now. So, all right, so I'm gonna increase the grains to like a fair amount. This is fine. I'm gonna do area. Oh, that's too much. I think it's because of the position. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna make a pad out of just one song. So I'm gonna put these all back to 0. Okay, that's nice. So that's what I want right there, just a stasis grain. That's nice. Okay, now listen to what happens when I change the positioning and the timing. Beautiful. Now the pitch, maybe? No, I don't want to touch it. Level, though. Panning. I really don't need panning because the song's already panned nicely. But let's just try it. Worth it. All right, now you can probably hear the reverse a bit better here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. I don't want to get lost in it. So that's really cool, and that's why I like it. And then so that was like 50% of why I like it. The other 50% is if you have any experience with kilohertz, Phaseplant in particular, it's extremely modular. So I can, on top of this pad, matter of fact, I'm gonna add a filter here, just to cut out the low end, because I don't want any low end. Let's try it. Get some delay. Not dual delay, normal delay. So you can get a nice top end layer like this, and then you could add like a normal oscillator and say you want like a Reese. So this would be like a perfect intro thing. Except I need that way lower, so I need to bring this down to like 32, I guess. So that's one idea about it. Exit out of this. Let's see what else is cool about this. Oh yeah, Get rid of that filter for now. So now another cool thing that I haven't even mentioned yet is the chord function here. So I need just a simple hit. Maybe even okay. All right, so here's the chord function. So the way I view this is like it's an arpeggiator. So right here, you can choose all the scales, or most of the scales rather. So I'm gonna choose a minor scale. I don't know what initial tone or note that this cowbell is in. I'm assuming it's C. But so it's in minor. I'm gonna increase the range. So this is the amount that the grains after the first one can be pitched. So you can see it says octaves there. And you can control the direction. So this is up, like an up tooth, down tooth. And then I guess a soft. I think this is random too. So that's another cool thing about it. And then there's a lot more stuff you can do if you have Snap Heap, which is basically like an effect rack. It's like you have this whole thing, and then you just load a Snap Heap, and then you can just do an insane amount of effects. You can do whatever effects here. I have a bunch of presets that I've got from NASCO. Got a spectral scaler. I'll show you color design real quick because it's really cool. I'm just gonna set a key. So I'm gonna have it C minor. I'm gonna have it in C minor here. So what this does is it's kind of like it's gonna add a sub bass and kind of like pitch map spectral scaling. Spectrally force a scale onto any sound. So I'm literally just I'm gonna go find some tonal glitches. I'm in C minor. I'm actually gonna switch it to D just because it'll work better with the sample. Okay, so now I'm in D minor. Apologies. Align phases, warm start. I'm gonna go down to 130. And then 9 grains. I find that's the best ratio. Increase position a tiny bit. Yep. Timing a little bit. Level for show. And so now I'm going to modulate this. So I'm just going to grab not an envelope. I'm going to grab an LFO. I'm going to go draw mode. I'm just going to be like, weep, weep. Oh man, I'm so bad at drawing. Oh gosh. There we go. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna set this to sync. Let's see what that, oh, and then modulate the modulate me knob. You know what? I'm doing this totally wrong because what I really need to do is put the MIDI input down like 2-3 octaves. Okay, but that's a whole nother box of worms. But I highly recommend that. One thing I am gonna do though is show you how it can scrub audio, it does like a meme effect. So I'm just gonna record my voice here real quick. So I'm just gonna record my voice here real quick. Beautiful. All right, so now put that in to a granulator, boom. Okay. Okay, check this out. So I'm just gonna record my voice here. Voice here real quick. Voice here. So I'm just gonna record my voice. So I'm just gonna record my voice here real quick. Okay. This video is already probably too long, and you've probably already zoned out. But anyways, I love Phaseplant's Granulator. Phaseplant as just a synth is kind of indifferent towards it, although I really need to learn it, and then I probably would love it. Anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, brother. Hell yeah, brother.